Hello, and welcome to Never Seen It, a podcast where we watch movies that we've never seen, and then we talk about them. I'm Betsy, and as always is my husband, Trent.
That is I.
Hello, Trent. So, we've made it. We're here.
It's the end.
It's the end, for now.
For now.
It's the longest journey I didn't know I was signing up for when I married you, and they didn't know they were going to make.
Little did you know that almost 10 years ago when you met me, we would be sitting in a basement at a circular table, looking into each other's eyes, waxing eloquently about Vin Diesel.
That's right. And the movie we are going to see today is the 9th entry, technically the 10th if you want to count Hobbs and Shaw, but the 9th in the overall story. F9, The Fast Saga.
Betsy.
Yes, Trent.
What happened to F9?
I don't know, Trent. I'm so confused. I've just given up all hope of understanding.
Because, yeah, the entire time this movie has existed, it's been F9.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is trending. The hashtag is F9.
And you could have just gone with it. It's like one of those, it's like a product that has like a code name.
Yeah.
And then the real name is revealed and you actually realize, oh, the code name was actually better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did we don't need, it's just F9. It's just F9.
F9, sure.
Fast
great.
and Furious 9. Furious 9. I don't care.
Yeah, but who the hell cares about the Fast Saga?
Well, we do, clearly, Trent.
What is 10 going to be then? If they didn't go and do this with 9, it's got to be some kind of X.
Oh, no. It's
got to
going
be
to
some
be
kind
an
of X.
X.
It's got to be an X.
Why? Why did you bring this up to me? I didn't need to think about that for another couple years.
It's what product managers, when they name things, they always wait until they can get to the 10th one so that they can do something cool with an X.
I hate it. I hate it, and we're not even there. We're still talking about F9. So
okay.
We're going to go see this movie. So this is obviously, we're very much in real time right now, where we have been inundated all over the internet, all over our phones, all over TV, what little of it we watch, with interviews, retrospectives,
SNL sketches,
clips, all kinds of stuff. So I don't think it's been possible for us to avoid, not spoilers, but knowing a little bit about what we're going to see. We haven't watched a trailer.
Yeah.
I have not seen a trailer for this movie.
I don't think I have either.
I could, but I'm not gonna at this point.
Not a for real 2-minute trailer. I've seen a commercial.
Okay.
That's about it. Where there's cars and there are a lot of magnets. Magnets attached to the cars. They're
the bottom, the top, the side?
Yes.
Okay.
That's about all I know about the action.
All right.
But from the little I have seen, it is about that. And I know just like the IMDb descriptor, like the one sentence log line of this thing, it is John Cena as Dom's brother being the antagonist, I guess.
He's the antagonist.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Charlize Theron is in this.
Yeah.
So I assume we're going to have a continuation of what happened in Fate of the Furious, because she was not defeated, she escaped.
Yep.
So she's going to be another
Charlize
menacing
Theron
figure.
Is still a threat.
Charlize Theron is still a threat. So she's there with her bowl cut. It's got to be an improvement over the dreads, my God.
Yeah.
So John Cena is a brother we didn't know
brother,
about.
Yep.
So
it's all about family, Betsy.
The name of this movie, I think the name of the game is going to be Retcon, because we have spent all these movies where it's Dom and it's Mia, and there's nobody else. Now we get this many movies in. We've already talked about it. We're full soap opera territory now.
Yep. A long lost. I'm glad that they didn't do like a twin brother type of situation.
Oh, God. Vin Diesel is Dom and Dan.
Maybe that's the next one.
Maybe.
Maybe it's not Dom. Maybe they'll do. Maybe it'll be crossover.
It'll be Triple X. It'll be Fast and Triple
fuck.
X. There's 3.
Xander Cage.
He plays both roles. There you go, Fast and Furious writers. We've pitched it. Vin Diesel, dual roles. We smash the universes together and break everyone's minds. Anyhow, so they're bringing this new character. So John Cena's coming into the picture. He is going to be a brother. As I understand it, because you follow a couple people on Twitter who have seen this movie.
Yeah.
And they kind of talk about there's some like cut scenes, flashback scenes where they sort of set up his existence.
Sure.
So we know that. I also know, just based on the fact he's on the fucking poster, Han is back.
Han is alive?
So clearly you have to do some kind of additional retcon. They already did it once where...
We saw him die twice.
So he was in the third one and his car exploded, but we didn't see who hit him.
Yep.
So then in 6, at the very end of 6, we find out, oh, he did die, but it was Jason Statham's character who hit him with the car. Okay, so now we're going to see that scene again, maybe?
And again, this is not the first time they've done this. Letty had the same thing happen to her, where, yeah, she got shot in the head, but she actually didn't. She got, the car was aflame, and the dude who was supposedly shooting her in the face, he just blew her up, and she went flying, and she lost her memory.
Right.
Did Han lose his memory too, Betsy?
Oh, no.
Does he forget what brand of chips that
he
likes?
Or maybe this isn't Han. Maybe this is Han's twin brother. It's his evil twin brother. Somebody's going to have an evil twin in this. I don't understand how we can't get through this.
I didn't see any like mustaches or goatees on the poster, so...
No, it's a cool poster. I like this poster.
It is a good poster.
With the colorful smoke coming up.
Yeah.
And... who else? You got Ludacris on there. Is Mia on the poster?
Yes.
Okay, so Mia's going to be back. She wasn't in the last one.
They're going to have to say something about Brian.
Yes.
They have to. Because if Mia's there, there's a reason why Brian isn't.
Right. Why is she involved? And it's probably because of the family element, because John Cena's in the movie. It has more to do with that than anything.
Right.
Again, it gives them a justifiable reason to bring her back into it.
Which is all well and good, but I don't know thematically and plot-wise, how do you continue these movies and have Mia in them
right.
without addressing what's going on with Brian?
They'll just probably have like a single line of dialogue like in the last one where they just sort of say,
Sure.
no, Brian's doing this.
And that's okay because Mia was also gone.
Yes.
I just don't know how they do it.
Right. And when we last saw our characters, they were in New York. So I don't know if they're living in New York or if they're going to go back to California.
I mean, they have hundreds of millions of dollars.
They can do what they want.
They have places all over the world that they can just go live.
Yeah, where have we not been in this movie series?
They've been to South America.
We haven't been to Rome.
They've been to the Caribbean with Cuba.
Yeah.
They haven't been
and the
to,
Dominican Republic.
They haven't been to Africa.
They've been to Rio. They've not been to Africa. They've not been to
Abu Dhabi.
Australia. They've been to Abu Dhabi.
Ooh, Australia would be good.
Australia would be cool if they're zipping around Sydney.
Yeah. They've been to Russia and Ukraine.
They were in Moscow, yeah. They've been in Tokyo, obviously.
Yeah. Italy?
Maybe Korea?
Ooh.
That would be cool.
That'd be really cool. Fast and Furious 3. What is it?
They were in Hong Kong. Yeah.
I want Korean drift.
Korean. No, Canadian drift.
Oh no.
We're gonna go to Quebec. Oh, I see you got your fast cars there. Oh, that's nice, eh?
What is that? Oh, I'm trying to think of what a good joke would be for that.
So yeah, we'll probably get some more exotic locales. We're gonna get some family reunions. We're gonna get some retcon. I know Helen Mirren is in this. Is Jason Statham in this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So we know Dwayne Johnson's
Hobbs is not in it.
Okay. Interesting. Especially since they tried to do this whole spin-off and then bringing them back to some extent doesn't make sense, but it also makes total sense.
Yeah.
Like to have one of them and not the other is a little bit weird.
Or
it would be better if neither of them is just Helen Mirren because she's delightful.
Sure. But, so we were talking before the show. I mentioned that Vin Diesel did an interview with some outfit. I don't remember what. But he talked about the beef between him and Dwayne Johnson. And the way he explains it is because Vin Diesel is actually a producer on these movies. He had say in how things were kind of shot and put together. And yeah, being a producer, you've been doing this for so long. And he tends to do that with a lot of his movies.
Yeah. He likes to have a little bit of creative control.
Yeah, he's done it with the Riddick stuff. He's done it with the XXX stuff. He wants to be a part of it. So, from his perspective, he said the beef that he had was with Dwayne Johnson's acting. Like, he wanted him to be to emote more, much like he emoted more in 8.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And instead of having this silly stuff with like him and his daughter at the very beginning, like he's in, not that Dwayne Johnson was really in 8 all that much.
Right. Well, we talked about it. It kind of turned into sometimes the Hobbs and Shaw movie.
Yeah.
In Fate of the Furious.
Sure.
And you're right. Vin Diesel got to cry, and then Dwayne Johnson is just getting really goofy.
Right.
Where he hasn't been goofy the last 3 movies.
Yeah, it's kind of like there was 2 movies going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Like Dom was going off and being emotional with his family, his immediate family, and these other 2 chuckleheads are going over here telling each other to fuck off.
Yeah.
You know, again, it was a little weird to see it in real time, but looking back on it, you know, it's not his decision.
No.
He is a producer, but he doesn't have final say. He's not the director.
He has a say. He doesn't have the say.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's all well and fine. You can have beef with your coworkers and still work together.
Yeah.
You know,
people have made threads of movies and they hate each other.
Sure.
Full series of shows.
Yeah. Just let it go.
Just get over yourselves. Too much testosterone flying around.
It's not that kind of a movie.
No.
You don't have to care that much.
No.
It's still going to make $1 billion.
It's a big, flashy action movie. Speaking of, Justin Lin is back for this one.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that yet.
Yeah.
So Justin Lin is back as the director, and word on the street, his opinion is that he has topped Fast 5 with this movie.
We will be the judge of that, Mr. Lin.
We'll see. I don't know. I haven't seen enough footage to know. I'm just got little bits and pieces.
It's got the potential, I think, based on... So I listened to a podcast with a guy who has seen all the movies. He saw it early, and he liked it.
Okay.
He doesn't say that it's topping 5, but he did really like it.
He ranked it up there.
It's the good kind of dumb that we like.
That's this entire series. Basically,
not
since
always,
5.
Not always.
This is the good kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So with that, Trent, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Betsy, let's get in the car. Let's go see this damn movie.
In a theater with humans on the big screen as God intended.
Hell yeah.
So when we come back, we will tell you all about F9, The Fast Saga.
We'll be right back.
And we're back.
Hey, Betsy.
Hi, Trent.
What'd you think of the popcorn?
The popcorn?
Yes, we went to a theater.
That we ate that was made by a teenager.
We just got home from a damn theater. How good does that feel?
Right? On opening night.
On opening night. We were talking on the way home, not about the movie, about the fact that I have never, ever seen a movie on opening night.
To your recollection, to the best of your knowledge.
I am fairly sure I have never seen a movie on opening night.
Because I know you and I definitely don't go to a lot of opening night things. We don't like that scene. But for this one, we would make an exception.
The things that we have seen like opening weekend
Yep.
are things that are going to be chock-a-block full of spoilers.
Right.
If we like go to work the next day and some asshole across the cubicle is going to talk about the movie saying, and I have to say, shut the fuck up. Right. I haven't seen it yet.
Right, but we have avoided that. We went to literally the first showing we could.
Yes.
And what did you think?
I thought it was pretty good.
I also thought it was pretty good. I was having my big reactions without sound. So when we've watched these movies at home, I've been very like, and open with my astonishment at the ridiculousness. This one, I was doing that, but in silence. So there was a lot of grabbing your hand and wide-eyed leaning back into my chair.
Right. So
there were a couple dudes behind us who seemed to be having a good time.
Yeah. One of the dudes also speaking quite audibly.
You know, it's funny.
For most of the movie.
I heard him talking a lot. I didn't hear a word he said because I was like, you know what? We're the jerks who were sitting here writing down notes. So
True.
I'll let him talk.
Yeah.
We did pick a spot where we would be kind of alone.
Yeah, nobody was next to us. Nobody was behind us.
Right.
We were not a distraction. We had our phone, like, brightness all the way down.
Correct.
And the Notes app on the phone is dark.
It's true.
So it's okay, guys.
Yeah. This is for our craft.
We're not going to get a private screening for this shit. We don't have that many supporters.
Or do we?
No, we really don't.
All right, well, maybe the next time. All
right, so F9, The Fast Saga. We start.
Was there a title sequence? Did it say F9?
No.
At any point in this movie?
At the very end.
At the very end.
At the very end, it just said F9. Did not say The Fast Saga, which kind of...
goes to show you
they changed that title well after the movie was done.
Yeah, that's recent.
Yeah.
That is a recent change.
Also, this movie has probably been done for like a year.
Right.
Because I'm sure this was supposed to come out last year.
This was supposed to come out last, like, May, I think.
Yeah.
May or June of last year.
Yeah.
So it has been in the can, ready to go for over a year.
Uh-huh. So in the interim, they changed the title.
Because why not? Because why not, Trent?
For marketing reasons.
Whatever.
You know, marketing.
Whatever.
A noble cause. Anyway, we start the movie with a flashback.
Yeah, we got a lot of that. We got a lot of backstory, prequel kind of things in this movie that we have not gotten to date.
Which we know the story.
We've heard it.
Yeah, we know the story about Dom and his dad. Yep. His dad was driving a stock car race, and somebody clipped him in the race doing, well, I think he said a $120, 120 miles an hour, right into the wall. Well, this was a lot more dramatic, how this is depicted here.
Burst into flames flying through the air. That was messed up.
And we have no idea how, like, old Dom was back then, because, you know, it is just described that, you know, Dom beats a guy to half to death with a torque wrench in the first movie.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I thought he was younger.
In my mind, the way I heard it, it was like his dad died, some time passed, and then he ran into that guy.
Right. Yeah, I think that is actually how he describes it.
Right.
He ran into him someplace. He just grabbed whatever was near his hand and saw his face, and it happened.
This gave
that
it more
was
context.
The same day that it happened.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the guy who puts him into the wall, I don't know the actor's name, but we know this guy from one other thing.
True Blood!
True Blood. The HBO classic series about sexy vampires in Louisiana.
Not just sexy vampires, sexy werewolves.
And that too.
And sexy shapeshifters.
It's a whole bunch of shit. But he plays
and
Hoyt.
Sexy fairies. I digress.
He plays Hoyt.
Hoyt.
And Hoyt is like this goody two-shoes, like, all shucks, good old Christian boy from Louisiana.
Who just loves his mama.
Who just loves his mama. We haven't really seen him in anything, maybe one thing in like a really bit part, but it's just strange to see him up on their big screen.
Oh yeah, and we're both in the theater and they show his face and you and I both go, "It's Hoyt!"
Hey, it's Hoyt!
So yeah, he drives him into the wall.
Yeah.
dies in a fiery crash, and then later on in the movie they show the sequence where Dom beats this guy with a wrench, and they gave it more context. I almost thought that he took the fall, like, oh wait, are we gonna retcon this too? Are we gonna change the story so it was actually his little brother and he took the blame? Yeah. But then he took the wrench from him and he did the deed.
Yes.
The guys who were playing the younger versions of them, the guy who they cast as Dom, to me looked much more like a young Benicio del Toro.
Yeah. Like, Dom has always been this very ethnically ambiguous
Toretto,
character.
like, what is his, is he Italian? Is he Hispanic?
I have no idea. But even his brother didn't really look like him back then.
I think that is kind of intentional. Like, they say something about mixed bloodlines. Like, they probably have different mothers or something.
That's very possible.
Yeah. Because even as kids...
And hey, being half-brothers, even if that is the case, I have 2 half-brothers, and I call them my brothers.
Right.
So, hey, that's par for the course in my world.
Yeah.
So, that's not a huge hang-up for me.
No, but they definitely, like, the way they're cast as kids, they made them look, like, very different. Because John Cena and Vin Diesel don't really look alike other than they're big dudes.
Sure. And that's about it. And, like, they point out one thing. It's the chin. It's the Toretto chin. You find one thing on these big, beefy guys' bodies that possibly looks a little similar. And, okay, sure, why not?
Yeah. And then, of course, the other person who showed up in that beginning scene, Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker? We love Michael Rooker.
Yep. From Walking Dead. And then from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxies. He's in both of them.
Guardians of the Galaxies.
That checks out.
You know who else is in that second one? Kurt Russell. Who's in this movie?
Yeah. Barely.
But yeah, I didn't know Michael Rooker was going to be in this, so that was a fun
I had no
surprise.
idea. Hey, Michael Rooker is a damn good actor. He's a good sport about everything that he's ever been involved in. Before I started watching The Walking Dead, Michael Rooker showed up on some podunk video podcast that nobody watched.
Okay.
It was called... I've described the show to you. It was called the NSFW show, as in not safe for work.
Okay.
And they do a lot of internet. They did. It's a long time ago. They did a bunch of like internet humor. They find obscure YouTube videos. They just did a bunch of stupid shit, as you do on the internet.
Right.
Michael Rooker showed up on this podunk podcast and was just game for anything. So since then, Michael Rooker has been #1 in my book.
I love it.
So, honey, we could probably get Michael Rooker on this podcast.
If we just tweeted him, like, right now.
Right.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, we want to have you on our show to react to this movie that we just saw you in. He would absolutely be game if I could actually figure out how to do that.
I've got some connections. I'll bet we could figure it out.
There you go. Next time.
He does a lot of cons, and I know someone who does a lot of cons, and I believe hung out with Michael Rooker for a day.
You got an in. We got an in, guys.
I think we can make this happen. If you want Michael Rooker to appear on this show, tweet us.
No, just tweet Michael Rooker.
Or tweet Michael Rooker and tag us.
And tag us in the thing.
There you go.
Our Twitter army of like 10 people.
All 10 of you.
All get on that right away. Okay, back to the movie. This podcast is going to be 5 hours long before it's over
right.
here. So
it's
anyway.
been some time. Yeah. Because little Brian is like maybe 4 now.
No, not even that.
Yeah, 3, 4.
3.
So they've been on a hiatus. Let's just say that.
They bought their little farm out in the middle of nowhere.
They've been relaxing and
they
living the
are
dream.
completely off the grid.
Correct.
They have no cell phones, no nothing.
Correct.
And here comes a calling, the crew. Coming rolling up as a group in one vehicle, and they come rolling up, and Dom and Letty are like, remember what we talked about. He tells little Brian to go and hide, and they get the guns out, and Dom is shaking. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't.
He is shaking while he was holding that shotgun.
He's not done that in a while.
He is terrified. Like, somebody's here to take away what I have here. Mm-hmm. And in a way, Possibly.
Abstractly.
I mean, they're pulling him away from his little happy life. So that is technically true.
Yeah.
But yeah, the crew is coming up because they got an intercepted video from Mr. Nobody, Mr. Kurt Russell,
who apparently just got to film all his things in like a day and then hang up the phone.
Right.
Hang it up.
It's like, hey, dude, just come on this green screen. It's fine. You don't have to do much. Just here, your hair doesn't even have to look real.
It's fine.
Yeah. So anyway, his plane goes down in the middle of, what was that? Spain?
Monte Quinto. I had to look it up because I wasn't sure.
Monte Quinto, yes. His plane goes down. He's carrying some kind of dangerous thing, and on the plane is Cypher, along with this other kind of cyber weapon that apparently she had, maybe? I don't know.
Well, it's Mr. Nobody's plane, so he has part of the tech with him.
Right, it was one
plane.
half of the thing.
Yes, and they were trying to get it, but they kind of explain it away. Like when they look at the crash site, they're like, oh, well, they were trying to get it, but they couldn't get in. But he didn't want them to have it. He must have wanted us to have it.
And then, yeah, so they get to the crash site and shit starts popping off because, hey, they're the ones who are able to get in. So once they get in, let's just rob them. You know, that old cliche.
Yeah, we're about 20 minutes in. Let's have some action.
Yeah. Roman picking up a gun and, like, shooting 15 people.
Oh my God. Roman just went off.
Roman was in rare form in this movie.
Yeah.
In that I'll say this. He does play the role of the audience more than a lot of other movies.
Absolutely.
Nobody really has that kind of character.
More in this movie than he has any other movie.
And he just points out the stupid shit that has been happening. Like soon after they get through with that, they kind of are in a lull, and he comes up to Tej and says, you know, we've been through a lot of different stuff. Mm-hmm. We've done however many movies. We've
done in all these adventures, and these things have happened, and we've blown up trains and tanks.
And I'm not even going to mention the submarine.
Are we invincible? Maybe we're invincible.
Yeah.
And Tej, of course, plays it up. But it's just like the whole time he was explaining, I was like, this scene is so stupid.
And I don't have a scratch. There are bullet holes in my jacket.
But that's what I literally pointed out. Like, we watched, what was the one where they rolled their friggin' cars? 6. At the beginning of 6.
Yes.
Tej and Roman both crash their cars horribly. They are rolling. They go through glass buildings.
We pointed it out at the time. Hey, it looks...
And they're fine.
It's actually cool that the crew got beat.
Right, but they didn't get beat up.
Right, they didn't get beat up.
Yeah.
They just got minorly delayed.
It's the thing you talked about. It's the PG-13 effect where they can't actually get too bloodied up because you gotta get this to the younger kids.
Speaking of, I didn't catch a fuck. Did you?
Oh, you know what? I think you're right.
I don't think I caught one at all.
And normally, when there aren't any, they stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
If anyone had one, it was Helen Mirren, but I didn't.
We were too transfixed.
We were too transfixed. Yeah, no, I don't know. But yeah, so they literally call out the thing everybody is thinking. We just watched them drive through a minefield.
Right.
A field of mines, and then they drive over a rickety bridge, and once again I scream, that's not how physics works. And then they manage to launch the car and hook a cable and swing the car across the ravine.
Which means that they're safe. Because they're across it, they're in a different country. So... Going back just a tad, to the minefield.
The minefield.
I feel like the minefield is them thinking to themselves, the filmmakers thinking to themselves, what haven't we done yet? Yeah. What danger could we put them in? What dangers exist in the world that we haven't put these people through yet?
War-torn countries full of landmines.
10th movie. How about we just throw some... explosions near them. Mm-hmm. But you know what? You know how to avoid them, Betsy.
Drive faster.
You gotta go fast.
Gotta at least 80.
Not 88. That would be too much.
Yeah, Tej just becomes like a math geek in this movie. Like, that was kind of weird where they're just like, Tej, tell us how fast do we have to go? How fast do we have to go? He's like, I don't know, at least 80. But he's like doing the math, like 55 plus the explosion, and it's this far. It's just like, oh my gosh, we gotta go fast.
I don't know what it is, but I think that still bothers me. The fact that Tej just happens to be this whiz at everything.
That they just gave him like one line of dialogue, and it's like, I had a life before you.
When we meet Tej in 2, all he's doing is emceeing some races on land and water. Correct. And I guess he has a garage. That's it. That's it.
Living his simple little life. But then after that, my God, we'll get to what he gets up to in this movie.
But yeah, you mentioned the bridge, the rickety bridge that they have to drive. Okay, we talked about, this is some like soap opera shit. That was some cartoon shit. That's some Wile E. Coyote shit.
That was like cartoon soap opera shit, because Jacob appears and Letty says, that was Jacob. Wasn't that Jacob?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's my brother. What? Your brother? Oh no! And he launched his car off of a ravine, being picked up by a drone on magnets. What the fuck?
That was a sentence you just said. That sentence has never been said before.
Well, you could say...
Got picked up by a drone that had magnets on it.
It did. I saw the movie too. And that's how he made his getaway.
That was weird.
It comes out of nowhere too. So he
Right.
just like swoops in, picks up the car after he's dive bombed off of the cliff.
Looking like this fucking B-2 bomber, only a little smaller.
Yep.
Coming out of nowhere, just to pick him up, that he completely planned that he was gonna drive off the damn cliff. That cliff at that time.
Yep.
Oh, movies are dumb.
Yeah, so they again up in the ante. Yeah. It's like you said, cartoonish at times.
Yeah.
But who the fuck cares if it's entertaining? That was entertaining.
Sure, totally. I'm not complaining.
and then like Roman literally looked like he got smashed, but he moved just slightly to the left.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't get smashed.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we go back, we get our thing about them being invincible, and we get a little more backstory about like what he thinks happened with his brother and why they're, they don't speak of him and his existence.
So after everybody escapes, they go back to their bases. We got Jacob going to his lair where his financier, let's call him. I didn't even get his name. Fucking David Bowie, poor man's David Bowie impersonator looking motherfucker.
Poor man's David Bowie.
Yeah, that's what I got from him.
I don't know. He was just like a weird little like German question mark
Right,
man.
right. That's what I got out of it.
Nondescript.
European. Euro trash.
Yeah, he was Euro. There you go.
Yeah.
The Euro trash.
Okay, yes, the Euro trash version of David Bowie.
The rich little prick.
Yeah, so we meet up with him and we find out, oops, Cypher is also there under lock and key with this fucking Magneto prison that they built for her.
Her Magneto prison. Don't give her anything sharp. Don't give her the internet. They literally just are like, we gave you pre-internet tech.
Right, totally.
Don't give her the internet. She can use it to her will. Yeah, and of course, the whole point of this thing is they've got half a piece of a device that can control all technology.
Yeah.
So binary code, it can read it. If it has coding, it can be hacked. So they've got half the device.
They've just thrown away all pretense of what hacking is.
Shh, Trent, it's
just
not that kind of movie, honey.
So
they've got half of the device. They have to go to Edinburgh because logic dictates it's in Edinburgh to get the other half.
Right.
And then there's a key, and they don't know where the key is. So yeah, they got half of the device and they kind of lay out to us.
Yeah, they kind of lay out what the thing is and why they're trying to get it and blah, blah, blah. But before that, we get a little bit more backstory about Dom and what happened with his brother. And so we see Dom gets arrested.
Yep.
Of course.
Yes.
He goes to jail.
Yes.
As you do after you almost kill someone.
Right.
Eventually he gets out and just goes on the racing scene.
Yeah, he meets up with his brother back on the racing scene.
Yeah.
And he finds out, of course, that his brother tampered with the car and that's what caused his dad to crash.
Yeah.
But behind Dom, and they don't even say it.
No, they don't point it out at all.
They don't point it out, but fans of this series will notice immediately a young man dressed in a similar fashion to Vince.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I remember Vince. And then behind him, oh, look, there's a guy with a little beanie on. Could that be Jesse? And then there's a young girl. Oh, I think that's Mia. And there's another girl next to her, looks rather tough. That must be young Letty.
Yeah.
They had the whole gang in miniature form.
I want to see that crew in a movie.
Can they make a movie, please?
Fast and Furious 0.
0?
Yes.
I'll bet we could do better than that, but we'll think about it. But yeah, they don't even call it out, but they're just standing there, framed perfectly.
Yep.
And it's the thing that movies do when they don't have time to name names and tell you who people are.
Yeah.
They give them the exact same styling as if those people have dressed the same way for 25 years.
People don't look at faces, they look at uniforms.
Yes.
And that's exactly how they were made up to be.
Exactly. That's always a very funny movie trope. It's like, you just woke up and decided this is your outfit and I'm going to wear this for the rest of my life. It's the cartoon trope. You said this movie is cartoonish.
It's the silhouette.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like you open your closet and Dom just has, since he was 9 years old, white tank tops, black tank tops,
And a chain.
long sleeve shirts with a chain.
Yeah. Yep.
And Doc Martens.
Yeah.
And they did it to him too. His character was wearing, a leather jacket and Doc Martens at 17 or 20 or whatever he's supposed to be.
Yep. So I don't know exactly where this is, but I pointed this out to you and you didn't really see it at the time. But Dom gets back with the FBI guy.
Yes, so they were pulling out
who was working with Brian in 4.
Yes, so they were bringing back all these little characters. Yeah. And he's like, I'm going to help you. And I didn't quite understand what was happening there because I was so distracted by him being there at all.
Yeah, I don't really know exactly what he was doing to help out with.
He was like getting him into the country and like setting them up with the base. I think he helped them find Mr. Nobody's base. I was trying to figure out how they got in there.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. But the thing that I noticed was he is made out to look like his nose was broken multiple times.
Why would it look like that, Trent?
Mr. Bryan did that.
He did what? He broke his nose twice?
Yes. Yeah, his nose was way fucked up.
And it wouldn't necessarily really look like that.
No.
But it's funny that, again, this is a movie for fans of this series because this is full of these little Easter eggs. If you're paying attention, I bet there's a ton more that you and I didn't even pick up on. But yeah, the nose, I didn't notice it, but you immediately noticed it. It's like, oh my God, of course. And then who do we see talking about bringing people back?
Lucas motherfucking Black. And Bow Wow.
And the other guy whose name I don't remember, but he was also in Tokyo Drift.
Yep.
Where were they? I was a little vague on what part of the world they were existing in.
They were in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, they were in Cologne, I think.
That was it. So he said, I know some guys in Germany who can help you out. Those were the guys.
So what it seems to me
I got it
is that these chuckleheads got into some, like, propulsion school.
Literal rocket science.
Yeah. They got into some fucking propulsion school. They went to Germany and they just fuck around with rockets all day. and still doing the same bullshit they've been doing forever.
I love that they're the new buffoons of this movie. Those three.
Yeah.
Like
Plus the other two buffoons get into some shit.
I love that they called out, wait, your name is Twinkie? Why
I don't go by that anymore.
But what did he go by? They didn't even say, did they?
They didn't.
Yeah, it's funny. Again, same fucking outfit that Bow Wow is wearing 20 years later.
Of course. And Lucas Black finally looking like the 45-year-old teenager he was depicted to be, because he's probably like 4. I don't know how old Lucas Black is.
He's a little older than us, but not like a ton.
He's at least 40 by now.
Okay, so this is what I thought about while we were watching that, and he showed up. So when we watched 7 and he appeared, he's now a nearly 40-year-old man, or at least a 40-year-old man, playing like an 18-year-old.
Uh-huh.
But the time between 7 and 9 is only a few years, so...
It's been at least, let's just call it 4 or 5.
So now he's playing...
He's a 40-year-old man playing a
22,
26.
Like, I know...
You can't have Lucas Black in these movies as a main character just because of that.
It's so troublesome with the math. Like, part of me was like, oh, he can play himself at his real age. But then I was doing the math. I was like, no. He's still in his mid-20s. Oh, but they're all like 20 years older. It's ridiculous.
Again, who cares?
And they literally strapped a rocket to a Fiero. Why? That was the most pointless scene. And the only reason they went there was to get some cars. They said, we heard you could hook us up with some cars. Okay, but first we need to fuck around.
First we need to control, to remote control this rocket car down...
My remote control rocket car.
Yes. And, like, it seems like they were trying to compete with a jet in the air or something.
God, that was stupid. I loved it so much.
And the fact that the other two chuckleheads were pointing out the stupidity of what they were doing.
when Roman and Tej are pointing out the flawed logic of the other idiots in the movie.
You know you done fucked up.
Oh, God. Well, and of course, it will come back around again, because once again... We see them again later.
Yeah.
So you have to introduce them at an earlier point so you can bring them back.
Movie making 101.
Movie making 101. So yeah, they just really, this is so much fan service in this movie. They're like, hey, you want to see Twinkie?
This is everybody.
You want to see
everybody. Twinkie? All right, so
that's where they go.
So Dom is off doing some recon.
Right, so Dom goes to London.
He goes to see Michael Rooker to find out.
Yep.
Yeah, first he goes to Michael Rooker, meets back up with him because he was part of the pit crew.
Yep.
On his dad's team.
And he took care of his brother after
And he finds out that he took care of his brother after he was forced out.
Yep.
So Michael Rooker tells him, he's in London. He goes to London, meets up with Helen Mirren, looking ravishing.
Helen Mirren, who finally gets behind the wheel of a car in this one.
And, like, she offers it to him, but he doesn't want to be an accomplice to
I'm not going to do anything illegal.
Oh. But you know what? There was some sexual tension. Did you notice that between those two?
She's flirting with him, and he's flirting right back.
Hey, I'll take it. Okay. Maybe
Chemistry comes in weird forms.
Maybe it's just mutual respect. But there was some tension there.
Well, she even says, "Don't die, you're my favorite American."
You're my favorite American.
Yeah. So he's in London. The two guys are in Cologne, Germany.
Yep.
And then the girls go
and then Mia and Letty go to Japan.
To Tokyo.
Because,
of course, there's some connection to Han. It's a mystery. We must find out.
We'll get to Han.
We'll get to Han. But they just, again, casually throw out a reason to talk about Han.
Yeah.
They had this device.
And I just happened to get a postcard.
Yeah.
That is postmarked from Tokyo.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We just so many clues, breadcrumbs.
Yes, we'll get there.
So yes, they kind of divide, and once again, we're kind of all over the world. We went to a lot of places in this movie again, and a lot of places I'm just not that familiar with.
Ooh.
But yeah.
So Dom goes to London, meets up with Helen Mirren. She drops him off apparently where Jacob is hanging out.
Yeah, because she knows where all the lowlifes are.
Right. And she hears about all of the people coming in from all different places.
Yep.
Heard that, oh yeah, there's a big crew coming in led by an American.
Yep.
So that's the extent of it.
Oh, shit, he's not your cousin or something.
God, my brother. But yeah, he meets up with them, does the James Bond thing, like meeting the bad guy and then dispatching him in a clever way. But the clever way was calling Interpol.
Yeah.
All right. No, it wasn't Jacob who called him. It was David Bowie.
It was Eurotrash David Bowie.
Eurotrash David Bowie. Which, again, is kind of a chicken shit thing to do. To call the cops on this guy.
Mm-hmm. Make him someone else's problem.
Yeah, you're right.
And Interpol's gonna lock him the hell up.
Right. But in this case, it's not. It's Cardi B.
Cardi B. So the other day, I told you I had seen something in scrolling through Facebook.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this is somebody you're gonna know who's in this movie. So I knew she was in it just because you can't avoid stuff like this. So Cardi B shows up as part of this like stealth team that is gonna rescue Dom. She's gonna be in the next one. That's what I read. So first I saw that she's gonna come back in the next one. I was like, oh, so she's in this one. Right. So I didn't know in what context, but she's in one scene.
Yeah.
And she's very Cardi B.
Uh-huh.
And she flirts with Dom and says, thanks for getting me out of New York. And
the end. As cameos go, that was not bad. I like that.
Yeah. Cardi B's funny.
Yeah.
She's just so effortlessly herself.
Yes.
And if you give her some lines, she's like, I'll go along with it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like when she was on Saturday Night Live, she did a bit with Adie Bryant where Adie Bryant was trying to be her new best friend and she just wasn't having, she's like, no, thank you. No, thank you. And she's just like, make her go away, please. But she's really funny in that video. So I'm not surprised that she actually was entertaining in this.
Sure.
Small doses. I don't know if I could see her in a larger scale, so we'll see what they do with her in the next movie.
Yeah, a little bit goes a long way with Cardi B.
Yes. I would say that sums her up pretty well.
With all things.
Yeah. So we get a cameo there, and then we go back to Tokyo. And who do we find in Tokyo, Trent?
Oh, boy, Betsy.
What happens in Tokyo, Trent? Who's there?
It's Han's alive.
Well, yeah, we knew that. He's on the poster.
But he's very much alive. And there's a teenager girl.
There's a teenage girl.
That can kick ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
This was so forced.
You didn't like the explanation that we were given?
It was so cheap. But I don't care. Han's cool.
Well, I don't think it... Once again, my favorite thing was Roman just being like, get to the part where you were supposed to be dead.
Yeah, get to the point where your car exploded.
So what we find out is he got recruited by Mr. Nobody because Giselle worked for Mr. Nobody.
Which, again, we did not know.
Again, so first we established, oh no, I knew Giselle.
Yeah.
And Giselle knew you.
Yeah.
So now I know you, and you're going to work for me.
And because Giselle trusted you, I can now trust you. That is a whole lot of connections that are made very, very quickly.
And there's this scientist, and you're going to go take this device. Oh, it's the device that we're all looking for in this movie.
What?
But guess what? They blow up in the car, cue to a teenage girl crying and telling her story. So we were going to go out to the movies. Mommy and Daddy got in the car, but I left my coat, so I went back inside and I didn't even see what happened.
Acting.
And then the car blows up. Han feels bad for the little girl. He comes back in. Did Han get shot?
I was just gonna say that.
They have this big sequence where basically there's all these guys who are also looking for the device who got there right after him. And he sees this little girl. He's about to leave, but he can't leave this girl behind. So he goes in and takes care of the bad guys. But he's lying on the floor, and it looks like he got shot.
It looks like he got shot.
Was he rescued by this 11-year-old girl?
Yes.
I don't... All right.
Yes.
Anyway,
let's just say she did.
So he raises this girl, and he's been
living
protecting
basically
her.
Dead.
And
he is dead to the world.
Well, we didn't get to that yet. So then he had to fake his own death to protect this girl. That's the logic we are given.
Yeah.
So Mr. Nobody fakes it. Oh, no, and again, he calls it out. He says, this isn't my best work. Why? Why? They just explain it all away.
Just say it. Just say it, Justin Lin. You just like this guy, and you want to put him in all your movies. I get it. Han's a cool guy. He's a great character.
Justice for Han!
And he's back, and that's cool. Let's never speak of it again.
This is the one we get the convoluted backstory. This is what really happened. 6 moves later, Han's alive. Shut up and watch the rest of the movie.
Shut up and say thank you.
He's gonna be back forever, baby.
We're all better for it. Let's just stop talking about it.
Oh my god, it was
Let's
so
move
much.
on to Edinburgh. Edinburgh.
Where part number 2 of this device.
Second half of the device.
Yes. And we find out they have a giant electromagnet in a truck. Because they, again, explain it away. These are the most powerful electromagnets in the world.
For some reason.
For some reason, we've never seen technology like this. They don't give an explanation where it came from, who made it, how it works. They just start switching it on and switching it off.
How else do you test things?
And the best way to test it is to put the one person in the movie who doesn't drive behind the wheel. Had you picked up on that while we were watching these last movies, that she never drives?
No.
You never noticed that?
I mean, I know that she never drives, but she's always on her little computer doing her hack.
It's that thing where you notice it and you just justify it in your own brain. Oh, she's always on the computer. She's got another job.
Because it's true.
Tej drives. She's in the passenger seat. But a part of my brain was like, she doesn't drive, does she? She never drives a car. And so in this one, she's like, this is a bad time for me to mention this, but I don't drive a car. I live in London, and it's not a thing we do. And she doesn't do a terrible job, but she does about as badly as you'd expect.
She got better as she went.
That's a big damn truck, and there would be a lot of manual shifting of that thing.
I suppose that was a manual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she just sort of rolls with it. No squeaking, no screeching. She just
Also,
figures it out.
She's been hanging around these guys for a long time. She's probably picked up on it. And manuals are a lot more common in Europe.
That's true. You've probably been in a car with many people driving a manual.
Yeah.
So you at least understand the concept. But tell me any person you've ever met who got behind the wheel of a stick and did it flawlessly the first time.
Well, flawlessly.
Again, I know it's a movie. It's a little detail, but there you go. But I had noticed that. I was like, I don't think Ramsey drives.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they finally called it out.
Fair enough. Which, okay, so they're chasing Jacob. He's on the longest zip line I've ever seen in my life.
Well, they did. I had that thought at first too, but then they show him shooting more.
Right, I get that.
At
But
first
how
I was
it's
like,
depicted...
He's got like a 2 mile
Yeah,
zip
how
line.
it's depicted at first, he is just on this zip line across the entire city of Edinburgh.
That's right.
And in reality, yeah, he's shooting another line every time, but still.
His dart gun line. Harpoon.
But yeah, Dom gets up there, and I'll say this. Dom has extremely good timing because he launched himself into Jacob and got him and snatched him out of the air, off of the zip line into A
glass window.
A neighboring glass window house thing.
It looked like a clothing store, something like that.
Something
they were
like that.
fitting people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a store of some kind, and then they start beating each other up, which, was okay. Mm-hmm. For, a wrestler. He's fighting yet another wrestler.
Right.
In these movies, so...
Okay, this is totally off topic, but this came up earlier and I forgot to mention it.
Okay.
I forget how big John Cena is until I see him walking.
Oh, yeah.
He walks like a dude who doesn't know how to walk.
Yeah. His arms cannot go all the way down to his hips,
right.
Basically.
And he's just so big, he sort of swivels, and he, can't really... Yeah, it's just... Sorry. You mentioned two big dudes fighting, and that's the thing that bothers me the most about it.
Yeah. The Rock does it, too.
It's true. But... Yeah, they jump through a plate glass window, they fight a bunch, and then he manages to jump out of a window and find, conveniently, a really nice car. Yeah. Because, everyone in Edinburgh drives expensive sports cars.
Of course.
And what better way to end this sequence than by dragging him and the sports car through 2 buildings with the magnet into the trunk.
That was a cool scene, though.
It was cool. Okay, the stuff that I appreciated, the magnet, honestly, is so dumb, but they did it, the execution of the stunts they used with the magnet and the humor they found was really funny. So, when Ramsey's driving around and she's grabbing all the kids' cell phones and chairs from stores, and she has a bicycle and she has no idea any of this is on the side of the truck and just notices it in her side view mirror.
Right. Why is she even turning that on in the first place?
Because she's doing it by accident. She spent many times she thought she was shifting, and instead she turned on a giant electromagnet.
All right, fine. But then that sets you up for the later stuff where Dom is using it to use it as a weapon, basically. Yeah. Pulling things out of stores and trying to knock over this vehicle later on. So, yeah, it sets up the later stuff.
Yep. But they capture Jacob, they go back to their hideout, and then we get the big reunion. Han's alive. Here's the story. This is what happened. She's the key. Let me give you all the plot.
And then you're interrupted by the bad guy and escape.
Yep, escape. Okay, did you worry for just a second that they were going to kill Dom?
No.
I was just a second, and then it was
Betsy, they're gonna make 2 or 3 other more of these movies.
I know, but wouldn't that mess you up if they actually had the balls to kill one of these guys?
If they had the balls to kill off this series, sure, but that ain't gonna happen.
Fair enough. Vin Diesel's like, I make these movies.
Yeah,
my money. My movie.
Ain't gonna happen. But I did have one other thought before we moved on from that. This not only applies to this movie, but all the other movies of recent memory. Where does Dom get all these cars in Europe?
Specifically, the kinds of cars, or just...
The kinds of cars? How does he acquire them? Does he fly them in on a plane? Does he purchase them at a local dealership?
He got them from the guys in Cologne.
Does he do the XXX thing and go to Yorgi? And buy the cars from them?
Literally in Cologne. That's why they went to Cologne. They said, okay, enough of your nonsense. Somebody told us you could get us some cars.
Okay.
Dominic Toretto sent us. Who's that?
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why they were there. Those guys are in Europe, and they have cars.
All right.
They know how to get cars.
Fair enough.
If you want them bad enough, the better question is, how do they pay for all these cars? Oh, wait, that's right. They're all multimillionaires.
Multimillionaires. But of course, they also have ready access to them. And they're able to retrofit them with being, bulletproof, and all the tires are bulletproof. Why don't they ever shoot out the tires, Betsy? Just say it's because it's a movie.
It's not that kind of movie, Trent. It's not that kind of movie. All right, where else were we? My God. Okay, so in the scene... when Jacob gets away and they're all chasing each other and Dom slams the door and he's fighting off all the dudes, he straight up cracked a guy's back.
Yep.
He broke that dude's back!
He killed a whole bunch of those people.
With his bare hands! But he took the guy and he slammed his back against the railing. He broke his back.
That man is dead. A lot of those men are dead.
He's a stone cold killer.
Yep.
My God.
I don't know if it's because... I don't know why I think this, but... Is it because he's the producer and he can pretty much do whatever he wants in these movies, where he can be depicted as fighting off like 15 guys at a time? Is that just an ego thing for him? Does he want to be depicted as this big, strong man?
I don't know at this point. And maybe it's just, again, upping the ante. Like, he's just going to literally rip chains and pull down the whole room and take himself out with him.
Right.
I'm such a boss ass. Like,
that's not the first time he's done that too.
Probably not. Probably not.
But again, it's the 10th movie.
Won't be the last.
It's the 10th movie. Things tend to repeat themselves.
Well, the 9th one of these anyway.
Whatever. So while they're back at the base, Cypher's there to congratulate them on, fucking up and saying, hey, if this was a movie, I would say this is the time where the bad guy is down on his luck.
Yeah, they call out so many times in this movie how ridiculous this movie is.
Why don't you just look at the damn camera and say
wink,
that?
And wink!
Yeah. They made Star Wars references for us, Betsy.
They did it! They did it!
A multiple of them. He was, as he was, calling out to his guys, he was saying something to the effect of, I don't care, go get Han Solo and Chewbacca if he's available, and blah, blah, blah. It's just stupid lines. And he goes over to talk to Cypher, and he says, well, yeah, I'm Luke Skywalker. And she's like, no, you're not Luke Skywalker. Look at what you're doing here. You're not the good guy. But then he says, no, I'm actually Han Solo because I'm a rebel and blah, blah, whatever. When she says, actually, you're Yoda. And he's like, oh, okay. That's okay. He's actually
take Yoda.
He's an all-powerful Jedi. It's like, no. She's like, no. Yoda's a puppet with the hand up his ass, controlling him.
Yep.
Which, was kind of a lazy line, but I'll take it.
Yeah. But she did it.
Star
Wars reference.
Star Wars. We didn't. Thank you, Justin Lin. We didn't have to make that ourselves.
It's true. She did it.
So going back to where we were,
So Dom has collapsed the space.
So yeah, Dom ends up falling down where he's been throwing all these people, which again is at the time where you think, oh God, is Dom also going to die?
Right. He fell from a great height, and we didn't see what it was at the bottom.
Exactly. So there's a bunch of water down there, and we get into this, you could call it a dream sequence, a near-death experience, I guess.
Yeah. Flashback.
Where his life is flashing before his eyes, that trope. So he goes back and he sees himself as a kid with his dad talking about the 1970 Charger. What is it, a Charger?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know cars. I just watch these movies.
I don't know either. So, yeah, he says, yeah, if you take care of this car, it'll last 100 years.
What else does he say, Trent? He says if you build a family right, it'll also last. Oh. He got the lessons from his dad.
Oh. But then his kid is also there saying, when are you going to come home, Daddy?
Little Brian.
There's also the scene where Dom is young and he sees his dad on the phone talking with somebody on the phone that he's doing very sneakily, saying, yeah, I'm good for the money. I'm good for the money. I'll get you your money. And
because of course we found out that his brother basically helped his dad by tampering with the car because he needed to lose because they were in debt, and by losing he would make money. Exactly.
So he was going to throw the race, but it was not intended that he was going to lose his life.
Right.
So, so that was, I kind of liked that sequence. You could have done that a lot of different ways. It was done I think as well as it could have for a fantasy sequence in a movie like this.
And then of course he just before he passes out, he sees Letty surrounded by golden light, swimming to rescue him.
His savior.
His savior.
Of course, Letty is strong enough to pull him out of that and drag him all the way to where he ends up.
That's right. Just after we've established what a big, strong man he is.
Uh-huh.
She's a bigger, stronger woman, I guess. Booyah!
I guess.
Booyah.
All right. So we get all the pieces together, and what do?
So we have 2 parts, and the girl is linked because her parents were the scientists who designed this Ares machine thing.
The hacker ball.
And they needed her DNA sequence to activate it. And then they were going to launch a satellite into space. At which point, the Fast and Furious team said, we're gonna go where no fast people have gone before. Fuck it, we are going to outer space.
Hey, Betsy.
That's right.
Cars do fly.
Also, you know who can fly? Apparently Lucas Black.
Right. He can pilot this fucking plane.
He's piloting a plane to 50,000 feet that has the Fiero rocket ship strapped to the top, containing Tej and Roman in wetsuits, like diving suits, not space suits. And they launch them into outer space. Just when I think this movie cannot get any dumber, they go and do something like this and totally redeem themselves. This one's gonna keep me alive for at least one more of these movies. Oh my god.
Bravo for going there, Justin Lin.
And it works, because of course it works.
It had to work, Betsy, otherwise everything would have been fucked.
The car's in space. It's freezing. They're wearing wetsuits. And they're talking about how they're invincible.
They are, Betsy. They are.
Oh my god. I can't even put into words how absurd this is. And they're just like, we know and we don't care.
Yeah. I've said that. I don't care. I think it's cool.
Oh, man. Okay, so then we had, again, kind of 2 sequences. So they've got the Air and Space Unit trying to disable the satellite from up where they are in orbit. And then you've got the ground crew. And they're doing what they know how to do, which is drive and run interference. And
ground control to Major Tej.
Oh, man. Okay, so they're chasing this armored vehicle because they can't have a stationary final scene. You have to have the bad guys in a moving vehicle. And
they retrofit all of the vehicles that they have with all of the electromagnets, weaponized electromagnets, right. By the by.
Okay, so I would say this sequence was probably my favorite just because, once again, they used practical effects.
For the most
part.
Yes.
And with magnets, it's a lot of, they literally did it both ways. They pushed and they pulled.
Yep.
So most of the time it's pulling, but they did use pushing of magnets. And they were throwing so much shit at this vehicle that, once again, bravo stunt teams, stunt coordinators, people who figure out how to do this, because you have to like pressurize, launch all of these things in sequence.
Yeah.
Like, it's not wires, it's not being pulled, it's being thrown.
And you get one shot.
Yeah. And they did it. And then they get the 2 cars hooked to the front of this giant trailer, and they flip the damn thing.
Uh-huh.
That was cool.
So Think back to The Dark Knight,
The Dark Knight.
where they do that with the truck that the Joker is driving about in the middle of the movie. Remember the Joker?
Oh yeah, the big chase
where
scene. Yes.
he writes slaughter is the best medicine, or instead
It's
of
right
laughter.
before he gets caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right before he gets caught. They do the same thing in that sequence. They flip up the big tractor trailer up over the top of itself. That was also real.
Yeah.
But they did this to the nth degree.
Right. Now, this one, it's like a little bit of CG, a little bit of real things. So, like, I believe that they flipped a truck. But they also, we had to have a redemption story. So, Jacob is betrayed because Eurotrash has partnered with Cypher.
Yep.
And they don't need him anymore. So, they try to kill him. So, then he tries to get away in the car because Mia says, take the car, go, be free, my brother. And he says, no, I can help. And he joins forces with the team because we knew that was going to happen.
Yep.
And he helps him flip the truck. But his car is under the fucking truck.
Yep.
And who is there once again? Perfect timing as always to catch him with a moving vehicle. But
Yeah.
physics, bitches. This is what I want. Someone out there who is a physics professor. I want you to watch these movies. I want you to watch them very carefully. And I want you to math the shit out of this. And I want you to tell me exactly what things are and are not possible according to the laws of physics. I will read your book. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So yeah, they are successful in flipping the truck. Jacob has helped them. And then we still haven't stopped things. So we got to go back to space. And what do we got to do, Trent?
We got to drive the car into the satellite.
Because the magnets don't work in space. Obviously.
Come on, Tej.
Yeah,
Come on, Tej. You fucked up.
He fucked up. And it works. It works. And I'm so glad they showed the resolution to this because it's like they had a plan to get to space. Did they have a plan to get out of space? No, their plan was to hitchhike.
I don't know if that was their plan, though, because I think he even said if they drove the car into the satellite, they wouldn't have enough fuel to get home.
Right, but what was their plan to get home? Do they also have those crazy, like, parachutes?
Shields? I'm sure, I'm sure there would have been heat shields. I'm sure there's some kind of parachutes built in.
Oh, no,
everything else had that.
He threw some line out. The guy who was on the plane with Lucas Black, he said something about, oh yeah, no, there's like a protective coat that I've created for the Fiero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that it wouldn't blow up.
Right. But it's like, you're in space, man.
Yep.
How do you get back? And they show
Ask
them
Sandra Bullock.
floating towards the space station, question mark?
Yeah, that was the ISS.
The International Space Station.
Yeah.
And they are picked up and they're in space with the astronauts until they can come home whenever.
For weeks. Well, they don't send people back all that often.
Right. So, oh my God, there would be so many questions, so much debriefing, so much paperwork to explain how these two dudes, self-proclaimed from the ghetto, ended up in space and had to hitch a ride from the International Space Station.
There would be some questions from a lot of different governments.
They don't budget for two random black dudes to be on that station with them. They don't have enough food or supplies for that many bodies.
Nope.
They're very scientific about how many things they send up with them.
But you know what, Betsy?
It's not that kind of movie.
It's not that kind of movie.
All right, well, fine then.
Just to turn that on its head. Also, they're multimillionaires. They can flip them a couple of mil for the extra trip back home. Speaking of going home,
what happens at home, Trent?
we get to go back to the original spot.
The house.
The house is being rebuilt.
Yep.
After being blown the hell up.
That's right.
And little Brian... Wait.
So we go back to the house. They're having the barbecue. And all the guys from Tokyo Drift, that crew is there.
Yeah.
And you can't finish this movie without reuniting the Tokyo Drift guys with Han.
Yay!
And they're all so excited to see each other. And they just kind of, it's like a long story. Just don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
So now it's like we've firmly established these guys are all alive. We are on this timeline, and we can bring them back if we want to. And you can just deal with that in Fast and Furious Triple X10. Or whatever we'll call it.
Lucas Black is still a threat.
Lucas Black, too? Oh, no. Well, you know who we forgot to mention was Charlize Theron, because she is also still a threat.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, in the final climactic scene, the truck miraculously doesn't stop. It continues to roll off a hill after they've flipped it and land right side up, and Dom drives it and spins it, and she shows up flying a plane that we don't know is a drone, and we think she's dead, but she's not dead. She was flying a drone.
Yep. Remote drone.
A remote drone. So she's still alive. She's still out there. But the family is back in Los Angeles. Happy. The whole gang is there. But there's one empty seat, Trent.
Well, they're going to get little Brian to go say grace.
Say grace.
And Dom says, oh, there's an empty seat. We're waiting for somebody.
And Mia says he's coming.
Oh, he's on his way. And we hear the telltale sign of an import.
A little import engine.
Uh-huh. And here he comes.
Zipping around a corner in a little blue car.
It's Brian, but we don't see Brian, but he's there. He's always going to be there.
I appreciate that they're keeping the spirit of him alive. They had 3 times that I counted in this movie that they brought him up.
Yes.
At the very beginning, they said, Brian and Mia got out of this game when they had kids. There was a point in the middle where they said something about Brian. And then here at the end, where they have...
It is explicit.
His car pulls up, and they've got an empty chair for him.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's really sweet. Like, they always have a spot for him.
Yeah.
Even if he's not with us anymore, it's still sad. It will always be sad. But the fact that they allow him to continue to exist in this universe is really nice.
It is.
Like, it was a nice little way to end the movie. That's all I'll say about that. But it wasn't the end of the movie, Trent.
What?
There was a mid-credit scene. The guys in front of us left the theater. Don't leave the theater, guys.
Never leave the theater.
Listen, if you don't know if there's something in the credits or after the credits, there's literally... The internet will tell you.
There's a literal app. Download an app called After Credits.
What does that do, Trent?
It will tell you if there is something happening during the credits, after the credits, or both.
Yes. And
I looked it up as soon as the credits started to play, and I looked it up. It said Fast 9. Oh, here it is during the credits. Let's stay put, Betsy.
Yeah. And we see the one person who hadn't appeared yet apart from Dwayne Johnson, who's not in this movie at all.
Correct.
We got
Shaw.
Shaw! And he's kickboxing a dude inside a bag.
Yeah.
And then he opens the door and Han is there.
Uh-huh.
And that's all we get.
That's all you get.
What did you think of that? What should we believe? Because it's Hobbs and Shaw, not Han and Shaw. Yet.
I think Han is there to, number one, say, hey, I'm alive, bitch.
That's okay. Because he's the one who tried to kill him.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I think he's also there to bring him back to whatever shenanigans they're about to get up to and say, hey, I know you tried to kill me. You thought you killed me. You didn't kill me. Don't try to kill me anymore. Everything's cool now. I'm
alive, bitch. Hashtag justice for Han.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is another one that has a little teaser. Not all of them have done this.
Nope.
But the more recent ones, almost every single one has.
Better than the way Hobbs and Shaw did it. They didn't do a damn thing.
Hobbs and Shaw just didn't know when to end. Just stop the movie already. It's over.
Yep.
Go home. It's finished. This one, at least, it was like, okay. So that's intriguing.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. But Han's alive, bitches.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was ridiculous, but it knew it was ridiculous, and it embraced its own ridiculousness.
I think
Roman, like you said, I hadn't really picked up on that. The man just stands there and explains all the things that we are thinking.
Yeah. He just says what the audience is thinking.
Yeah.
And he's been doing that for like 4 movies in a row.
Right. I liked it. It was absurd in the best way.
I agree. But what I'm afraid of, they've already started to do this a tiny bit. I'm afraid they're really going to start to repeat themselves.
I mean, maybe.
Because how much more can you do? They went to fucking space.
That's the final frontier, if you've not been watching Star Trek. Obviously, the next logical thing is they're going to learn to travel in time.
Hey, if the Avengers can do it, Fast and Furious can.
It's the only other thing they have left to conquer.
They got hacking. You're about to hack time. Are you sure?
Yes. I want to hack time.
Another reference to one of the greatest movies of the past 10 years. Kung Fury. We've already mentioned it on this podcast. I won't continue. Go watch Kung Fury. It's free on everything.
You will continue to mention it though.
I will. Any chance I get, go watch Kung Fury, goddammit.
It's free. It's on the internet. Or at least it used to be.
Sure it is. It's on YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Well, we got some messages. We got one from Danny, who said, so you've seen all the Fast and Furious movies so far, but have you seen the spiritual predecessor to Tokyo Drift? Better Luck Tomorrow. Directed by Justin Lin, one of his first movies. Has Sung Kang playing Han. Yes, that Han. Still smoking. Basically fleshes out some of his past. Also has John Cho. Han has an old Mustang, but no racing, but they do say Fast and Furious at one point. So I had been aware that Justin Lin had worked with this actor before in this movie.
Okay.
I guess I didn't put 2 and 2 together that the character he was playing
is the same dude.
Is the same character. So, yeah, we may have to check this one out just to kind of tie up any loose ends that we didn't know we were missing as far as this entire world.
Apparently Han had a life before this too.
Exactly. Are we just going to start getting weird prequels now? Please don't make weird prequels to these movies.
I just said we can make a prequel for
With the
all
baby
the baby
yes.
all the baby Torettos.
The baby it's called Baby Torettos. But yes, thank you, Danny. We will look into this because now I'm intrigued.
Okay. We also got an email, Betsy.
Yeah, Trent.
From our superfan.
Our superfan?
Ms. Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Entitled Vanessa Kirby and Stuff. Okay. Vanessa Kirby, of course, being the sister in Hobbs and Shaw.
Sister Shaw.
Shaw the lady. Lady Shaw. Wait, no. Lady Shaw is Helen Mirren.
Yes.
All right. Vanessa Kirby in Pieces of a Woman is fantastic. I don't know this movie.
This is the movie she was nominated for an Academy Award.
Oh, that one. Okay. The first 20 minutes is a little traumatizing for anyone that has experienced childbirth. I have not.
Nor have I.
But she is really, really good. The movie itself was not my favorite of Oscar season, probably why it wasn't nominated for Best Picture. I would love to see a Hans and Franz from SNL mashup with Alan Rickman and Jason Statham. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
That's a lot to unpack. Don't think about it too hard. You'll break your brain.
That's really good. All right. Quote, "Come, let's get to the banquet," unquote. Keanu Reeves is a weird surfer dude in Much Ado About Nothing. I actually really like him now, and from what I've heard, is a really interesting and down-to-earth person.
I have heard that
I've heard
too.
the same thing. Keanu Reeves might be the new Tom Hanks.
He's the nice guy we didn't know we needed.
Yeah.
He's low-key Tom Hanks.
How can Keanu Reeves be low-key in anything. But anyway.
Well, compared to Tom Hanks and how he has a reputation as a nice guy, Keanu Reeves, you kind of have to learn about it. It's not it's not the first thing you think of.
I suppose. Yeah. Tom Hanks has the reputation of being a nice guy.
Yes.
Keanu Reeves. And
he plays nice guys.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves has a reputation of, these days, at least in the past 20 years, he's been doing action shit.
Exactly. He's a tough guy in movies, so you just assume.
But in real life, he's like a super genuine dude who is like humble.
He's very humble.
Yeah.
And sweet. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
By all accounts.
Sure. Okay, and then a recommendation here. We watched Greenland with Gerard Butler and Morena Baccarin on HBO Max this week and really enjoyed it. Lots of action, very fun. I've not heard of this movie.
I have
Greenland.
also.
So yes, thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Oh, Betsy. So we're at the end of our road here.
Oh my gosh, Trent, we made it. Trent, we did it.
We have one more left to record. We haven't actually talked about this yet.
Why are you doing this to me?
We're going to do a little bonus episode before we get to our next movie. We'll probably put it out alongside this one, maybe the day after.
A companion piece.
Yeah, just a companion little bonus episode, much like we did the reaction to the Oscars. And we're going to talk about all of them put together. Probably put some kind of ranking together. I don't know. It's going to be fun. Oh, Betsy,
Will it be fun, Trent?
We finally made... Hey, we're done.
Oh my God,
we're done.
We're done.
We can finally start watching other movies.
Oh no, that's a lot of pressure.
But I have a feeling the next one we do is actually going to be another new one.
I have a feeling you're right.
Yeah. So, tune in for our wrap-up episode, which would be coming probably sometime around the time of this post. This is going to go up on Sunday the 27th. So maybe the next day. We'll see. But yeah, next time you hear from us, we're going to be talking about another movie. We're done with this series. We're going to start off with some other random movies here and there. But in the meantime, if you want to reach out to us, tell us how we did. If you...
Tell us to never talk about this series again.
Oh, Betsy, we just watched 10 movies in this series. We are going to be mentioning them a lot.
Is there
just because it's burned into our brains so damn much.
Is there another gargantuan series that you want us to die watching?
No. There isn't another 10 plus movies thing other than we've already talked about James Bond. I have no interest in watching all of the James Bond movies.
20 plus movies.
I have seen...
You don't have the patience for 20 plus movies?
Fuck no. I have seen... I think 4. A total of 4.
And most of them,
I saw the
recent ones.
I saw the first 3 Daniel Craig movies, and I saw GoldenEye.
Yep.
GoldenEye is fantastic. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise.
Your time will come, Trent. Your time will come.
Oh, God. I don't think I can handle Denise Richards as...
I didn't say I'd make you watch that one.
What's her name in that Christmas?
Christmas Jones.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Christmas Jones.
Thank
and
you.
you can save your jokes. I've heard them all. She's so bad. She's so bad. It hurts my brain. Anyway, if you want to tell us what movies we should watch...
Please reach out to us. We want to hear from you. Email address is neverseenitpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter. It is neverseenit_pod. If you want to help support these shenanigans, click the link in the description of the episode. It is the anchor.fm/neverseenitpod/support is the actual URL. If you don't trust clicking on links for some reason, throw us $1, throw us $5, throw us $10. Help support these shenanigans going forward.
Follow us, like, subscribe, all the things.
Do all that shit, y'all.
Tell your friends.
And until next time, my name is Trent.
I'm Betsy.
And we will catch you next time.
Woohoo!
Vroom vroom!